Hi, it's Catherine Franke from Columbia Law School, and I wanted to just offer a couple of insights about where I think we are in terms of the evolution or development of authoritarian government in our country. And I think we're at a kind of precipice or a kind of turning point, and we're reaching the end of what I would describe as a kind of prototype or testing phase, where the government has been putting out various aggressive policy measures to see what kind of reaction they get. Locking up people, deporting them without due process of law, going after universities, challenging or playing this kind of cat and mouse game with courts. They want to see what kind of response they're going to get. Will there be mass mobilizations? Will the courts resist? Will the universities resist? So in the instance of the university context, we have two good examples right now. Columbia, where there really wasn't much in the way of resistance, but a willingness to go along and try to work with the administration to the detriment, I will say quite clearly, of Columbia University. When you acquiesce to the bully just keeps coming for you. But Harvard, we're all very happy to see Harvard resisting, but this is actually good for the administration as well, is that they can also demonstrate that if you resist, we're going to come at you even harder, right? We're going to take all your money. They're now talking about revoking Harvard's certification for taking any kind of foreign students. So they want these two examples of one party that will kind of fold and the other that will put up resistance, and in either case, they can test drive what will happen in those situations. So I think where we're about to go is where they're just going to put the pedal to the metal. They're going to become much more aggressive with the kinds of measures that they're using in terms of the exercise of really lawless power or unaccountable power, because they don't really see yet the courts pushing back. Yes, Harvey Wilkerson did in an amazing Fourth Circuit opinion yesterday, but it was beautiful rhetoric. We'll see what happens. So I think to the extent that what we've been doing is responding to the next move of Trump, the next move of Trump, the moment has arrived for us to try to kind of break this chain of they act, we respond, they act, we respond, and try to figure out how we can get ahead of it. We can anticipate what they're going to do next. We can be smart in our reactions, not just write a smart op-ed. I know how to do that. I've done many. But they don't actually make that much of a difference right now. We need to be thinking about how we can take the state's power and actually turn it against itself, how we can step aside from that power and make a move that challenges it in ways that are more than writing that smart letter or even, I think, mobilizing in large groups in the street, although we certainly have to do that too. So I continue to think that the way that the lawyers are handling Mohsen Mandawi's case in Vermont is an excellent example, where we were able to control some of what happened. And by doing so, we're able to set up legal moves that weren't possible with some of the other cases. And that's the kind of thinking I want to encourage people to be doing right now, is how to act smart, certainly act quickly, but not always, but act smartly and try to change the narrative, change the terrain in which the battle is being fought.